Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to do a quick review on the 1987 Tim Ritter film, Killing Spree. Some people think this is shot on video. It's not. I thought it was as well, actually, but it's not. This is the SRS cinema release. There's a new release coming out soon by, I believe, Terror Vision. This is 1080i on a replicated Blu-ray and DVD. SRS normally now puts out burnt copies of things, probably because they do low print runs and they probably want to save money. They're a small company. So this one happens to be replicated, which is very cool. This is a 666 limited edition cut. As I said, 1080i. Very, very grateful to my buddy Chris who sent me this. He said he was going to pick up the new Terror Vision release, which is coming out soon with a new restoration and some extra special features. And I asked him how much he wanted for Killing Spree because he said it was one of his favorites that he really likes in terms of low budget horror, cheesy, schlock. We have a lot of movies in common. And he said, no, nothing. I'm just going to send it to you. Do a review. So thank you so much, Chris, for sending me this. Very, very cool of you. And I really appreciate having this in my collection. I saw this a long time ago, and I really didn't remember much of it, but I just finished watching it a few moments ago. So this movie is about an actor, by the way, named Asbestos Felt. He's the main character, and when you Google him, you can't find too much, but you also find a material known as Asbestos Felt, so it's a little difficult finding information about this guy, and that's his actual name, too. The actor Asbestos Felt plays Tom Russo. I keep going to say Tim Russo, but Tom Russo. And Tom Russo lives in this nice house in what looks to be California, and him and his wife are having a little trouble making ends meet. He gets a pay cut at his job. He's very burnt out and sort of angry in a way. And he starts to have this intuition that his wife is cheating on him with the repairman for the television, his best friend who was over for dinner. There's an electrician that comes by. There's a guy who delivers packages, like a UPS type guy, and he's thinking his wife is fooling around on him because his ex-wife had fooled around on him, and he starts murdering all these people. Pretty graphic, but again, sort of cheesy, over-the-top graphicness. Nothing like crazy where you're like, oh my god, cool special effects, but it has that cheesy, fun sort of vibe to it too, even though it's supposed to be horror. Because this is 1080i, it looks decent, but when there's movement on the screen, you see sort of like a weird, I can't explain it, like line blurring kind of effect. I think with the new restoration from Terror Vision being 1080p, it will probably look better, especially with movement. This version, oh, by the way, the special effects were done by Joel Harlow, who worked on Toxic Avenger and Basket Case 2. So the funny part about that is this sort of feels like a trauma movie in a way. So it makes sense that the guy who worked on Toxic Avenger worked on this. This disc has, as I said, the Blu-ray and the DVD both replicated, and it has an extended director's cut, which is 15 minutes longer with some new commentaries, the original cut, and a 90-minute documentary, a blooper reel, and a bunch of extra scenes. People tend to like the original cut over the director's cut overall because I believe that extra 15 minutes was sort of like a padding and it didn't really add much to the film and just made it too long. The actual normal cut is, I think it was an hour and 28, if I remember, an hour and 30, which I thought was good. It wasn't too long, decent amount of time. So he's going around killing these people that he thinks are sleeping with his wife. That's the point of the story, and he's going crazy. And there's a lot of weird colors and over-the-top sort of zaniness and cheesy special effects. He cuts off someone's head at one point. He's holding up the head, and the head looks like a mannequin almost. And that's the gist of the story. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to ruin sort of the little twist. I don't want to ruin what's happening with him and his wife and all these people. But that's the point of the story and the plot. Trying to think what else I wanted to mention about the film. It definitely has that low budget, like late 80s, early 90s feeling to it. If you like cheesy, bad, schlocky horror movies, you'll probably like Killing Spree. Most likely you've heard of it already because it's very popular in all the underground cheesy movie circles that I'm in online. It's a fun movie. Again, some cool violence. Not really much in terms of the nudity, even though he's in his head seeing his wife sleep with all these people. She does get naked, but you don't really see anything. You just see like them going to do things, and then it sort of cuts away. The wife is attractive, and it's just fun. It's just a goofy, fun movie about this guy kind of going nuts and killing people, sort of like the video game Postal, if you will. So I liked Killing Spree. I'm really glad to have this in my collection. So thank you again, Chris, for sending me this. I think it's a fun, cheesy horror movie, and I'm very happy to get this. So I was contemplating buying the TerrorVision one, but like I didn't remember the movie well enough, so I'm just happy to have it. And it looked decent, you know, for an old film. I think, if I remember correctly, the new TerrorVision version also is using the same master tape or whatever as this. So, you know, it can only look so good because I don't think it was preserved or filmed the way things are now, to where they can kind of make them look crazy and amazing looking. But Killing Spree's fun. So let me know, guys, if you've seen the gory, weird Killing Spree with asbestos felt made by Tim Ritter. I thought it was a cool movie. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.